Okay, I guess I'm on. Hopefully you guys can hear this. There was a change in plan, and the launch site is completely socked in with fog. There is no visibility at all. So I'm up here on Harris Grade Road. I'm about, instead of being 4 miles away, I'm at least twice that far away. And the fog is actually sort of coming in over the hills here, but we should get at least a view of it up in the sky. We'll hear some of the sound, but it won't be anywhere near as dramatic as when I'm up close. So what you're looking at is just a radio tower that's up on top of the hill near me, and I use that to calibrate the telescope. So I've got an optical finder telescope, and I've got my guide camera, which is a 20 power. My optical find scope is only 6 power. And then in the main view, that's the 90 power view from the main telescope. Nothing really to look at right now. If I go over to where the launch area is, it's fogged in. So it's going to be mostly quiet here for a while. I do have the launch audio from the LaunchNet ham radio channel, so we'll know exactly what's going on. Everything is going fine as far as the countdown is concerned. There's really nothing to look at over towards the launch area. It'll just be gray, and we won't even see the rocket probably until it's been airborne for half a minute, maybe a little bit longer. This launch trajectory is going to a 97.6 degree inclination, which means it's a little bit west of south, so it won't fly directly over the South Pole from here. It will fly a little bit to the west of that. So from the usual launch site, it would go more or less directly away from me. Most of the launches take off, they go up, and then they arc to the left and end up going quite a bit over towards the east before as it's going south. But this one would be going from my usual launch place. It would be going almost straight away from me, so it would just mostly go up instead of going much to either side. From here, I'm a little bit farther east, so there will be a little bit more of a leftward trajectory. So on one hand, I'm not very close, so you won't have to ever see just part of the rocket. You should be able to see all of it in view, and we should have a good view of the staging and the fairing separation, and maybe even the boost back burn. But the booster is not going to land on back here at Vandenberg Space Force Base. It's going to land on the barge, Of Course I Still Love You, which is, I think, 645 kilometers to the southwest, mostly to the south of here. So it's off of like Guadalupe Island in Mexico. So that's where they will recover the booster. So this is just a launch. It will be takeoff, and from here I'm probably 45 seconds worth of delay before the sound reaches us. And it'll be noticeable, but it won't be anywhere near as loud or ground shaking as it is when you're when you're closer. Right now I see we're about 11 minutes away. I don't know if I'm going to just keep talking or not. If I'm quiet, it's just because there's not much going on. And I do promise we will look away from the radio tower, the microwave dishes. There's just not much to see. I guess I can do that now. I'll give you guys a little bit of a tour, but there's really nothing to see. Actually, if you're looking at the picture-in-picture, which should be there, that shows you a little bit broader view, and that maybe you can see sort of the ridge top here. There's the ridge. And I'll just go down along the ridge. I'm moving from the north through west right now. I got to watch out because the sun is there. You can see the fog in the background. As I get over this other row of trees, I'll drop a little bit lower. So all of those trees you're seeing in the big field of view is 90 times closer, but in the picture-in-picture, that's only 15 times. So that's, again, it's got a much wider field of view. It helps me find things. So there you can see down to the valley, and underneath the fog, there's some, it's as low as I can go, but you see the fog starts right there. There's just no visibility whatsoever. There's some more sort of nearby trees, and there's more lompoc. So this is really, if I go up, you'll see up, up, up. There's nothing, 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 nothing. And then finally we get to blue sky. And this is more or less the direction of the rocket. It's going to launch through here, and at some point we'll see it up here, and then I'm going to do my best to track it through the blue sky. But there's literally nothing to see. Nothing here at all. So quite a disappointment to drive 4 hours to get here, and about 20 miles before arriving I saw that the fog was in, and the closer I got to Vandenberg, the denser the fog was, the lower it got, and I know from experience that there's just nothing to see out by the usual launch site down off of Ocean Avenue. So I took a chance to come up here. There's probably 100 people up here by the side of the road. It's a well-known viewing spot. You still can't see the rocket on the pad from up here, but there's a decent view of it taking off. And without the fog, it would be a nicer view, but without the fog, I wouldn't be way up here. I'd be much closer. So about 8 minutes to go now. Launch is set for 6:39 and 39 seconds. And that's going to launch 53 new Starlink satellites into this, they're calling it the third shell. So there's thousands of these satellites up there right now, and this new orbit, these are the first satellites in this shell that will give coverage to much higher latitudes. So closer to either pole, so far northern Canada and Antarctica will benefit from these new satellites. So far everything looks good with my equipment, at least. Of the dozen or so times I've done this, I can't tell you how many different technical failures I've had. Failures of recording equipment or the live stream, or even failing to record once. So this time I'm going to do my best to get everything out to you guys now, and I'm going to go afterwards, assuming this is a go and I get something. I'll go to check into my hotel here and produce the video with a little bit better quality. Maybe shorten up the dead spots here, just focus on the highlights. That's probably all we're going to get from this launch. Not going to be a whole lot other than the ascent and maybe the fairing separation and stuff. I'm going to set the telescope down and start the recorders here. Anyone who's pinging me on WhatsApp and text, I'm just going to get to you later. There's not much I can do now. Just check to see if anything is not spinning. Thank you, Robert, for letting me know that it's working. Really glad to hear that. So I'm going to start all the recordings. Okay, we're going. Okay, I got a sunscreen here for my camera, so that will keep some of the glare off. Maybe make it a little bit easier for me to see the launch. All right, 4 minutes to go. You heard that said 5 minutes. For some reason the scanner was scanning instead of being locked onto the launch net. So now I've fixed that. And we're getting close. Everything is recording. And hopefully the live stream is coming through and you got audio, so you'll see whatever I see. Like we are coming up on 2 minutes now. 2 minutes right now. So let's see if we're go for liftoff. Get my stool.
Stage 2, launch move complete.
Okay. Up on 1 minute now. 1 minute.
Falcon 9 is in startup. LD is go for launch.
Lift up because we're going to be up. All right, we're going. It's up. Where are you? It's going to be right over here, but I can't see it yet. There it is. Damn it. It's hard to find. There. There we go.
Supersonic.
Here's the engines.
Execute.
Sounds like thunder. Going downhill now. It's hard to see with the glare of the sun here. Guiding by the optical sensor now. Okay, I don't see it. There it is.
Magnification.
The second stage has started.
Separation confirmed.
Bearings are separated. Damn, I cannot see it. Can't see anything now. I think I lost it. Yeah, there's nothing in my viewfinder now. I cannot see it. So, 4 hours of driving and a night in a hotel and 4 hours of driving back for those 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes of almost exciting times. So that's it here from beautiful Lompoc, California. Not even downtown, way out of the boondocks. But that looks like all I'm going to get for today. Sorry for the weather and no great sound, but at least we got to see the liftoff. So everyone, we'll see you next time.